Flawless K, and I am back with another video. As you guys know, I'm dropping videos weekly. If you are new to my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button, turn those post notifications so you can join the Flawless team and be lit with us, and that's on period, okay? So as you guys can see in the title, today in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to achieve a highlighted look on your curly wig. It's super easy. If you guys watched my previous video, you guys see I did a wet kiss curly hair review, and this is the hair. I constructed the wig myself, and I finally added a part to the wig. And so I'm basically just going to be showing you guys how to do highlights. This process is super easy. I'm going to first show you guys everything that you will need, and then we're going to go ahead and jump right into the video so that you guys can see how to get some highlights on your curly hair. And okay, yes, so I am back with the product. So for starters, you're going to need a brush and a bowl to put the products in. I'm going to use 30 Volume Developer because I don't want like a really blonde look or blonde highlights. You know, I just want something kind of like neutral and simple, kind of like honey brown. And then of course your powder. And also you'll need aluminum foil. This is to put the highlights in so you can close it up. When you do it with the foil, it traps in the heat and it makes the highlighting process faster, so it speeds up the process. So go ahead and get you that. And then also you'll need some Blonde and Silver shampoo. This is what you will use to wash it out, just to get those the brassy looks out. So that's pretty much all that you will need. And of course you would want to wear gloves. I do not have any, so I'm just fine. It's fine. I do this all the time, so I'm not going to use any gloves, but I'm trying to be very careful. But if you're doing this at home, please wear gloves. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into the video and show you guys what I do.
Okay, so here what I am doing is I am on my first track, and I do have my aluminum foil pre-cut and ready to use. So for starters, what I'm going to do is go every other curl so that I can have just a consistency of the highlights. So every other curl, I'm just grabbing those. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the aluminum foil and put that underneath, just like that. So once you have the hair on the aluminum foil, that's when you will start to put the product onto the hair. You want to make sure that you're getting every piece of the hair, so just rub that brush everywhere onto the hair and to the aluminum foil just to cover your bases and make sure all that is highlighted. So what I'm doing here, as you can see, all the hair is not long enough to fit on the aluminum foil. So what I do is fold up the hair and then put the product on to the very ends like that. And so I can get it all in the aluminum foil. And just make sure you're covering that hair really good as well so that you can make sure all of your bases are covered with the highlights. So what I'm doing now is I'm just making sure that I am covering everything in the hair so I can get that on there before I fold up the aluminum foil. So I'm just going over just to make sure I get everything, and if I need to add any extra bleach, I'm just doing that as well and make sure I get those ends really good as well. So as you can see, I did cover all of the hair. So now I'm just going to fold up the aluminum foil into pieces so that I can trap in the bleach and trap that heat in so that lightning process can go quicker. So I'm just folding it, and then I'm going to also fold it in at the ends just to keep all that heat in there. So now it's time to go on to the next track. What I'm doing is not doing every single track. I'm actually doing every other track because, like I said, I do not want the highlights to overpower the dark. I just want a tad bit of highlights. So I'm just going to do every other track, and I'm going to keep that momentum going throughout the whole process. This is just my preference of how I want my wig to come out and how I want the look to come out. You do not have to do every other track. You can go ahead and do every track and do it your way, but I'm going to do every other track just because I have a certain look that I'm going for. So I just wanted to tell you guys and show you guys the process again. So I'm doing every other curl. So just to keep that consistency going of the every other curl highlighted look. And then I'm going to go in with my foil, and I'm going to put that foil underneath the hair. And then once that is done, that's when I go in and I get my products and I put the products onto the hair. And I'm just simply doing brushing stroke motions just to get that on there and covering it really, really good. So as you guys can see, I do have the entire 2 pieces of curls covered in bleach. Now I'm just going to fold that aluminum foil up to trap that heat to make that lightning process go a little bit faster. And then I'm just going to keep this momentum going throughout the whole process. So I'm just going to let you guys see. So I did finish with the body of the hair and doing the highlights on the body. So now I'm onto the closure, and I did want to come on here and just show you guys a little bit what I'm doing on the closure. This is super easy because it's a 4x4 closure. So I did separate the closure into 2 parts. So now I'm on the first part of the closure. So now I'm separating that part into 2. And the very top portion, that's where I want the highlights to be seen. So that's where I will add the highlights on there. So yes, I'm going to do the same thing and do every other curl that I can see on there and highlight it that way, and then put some foil on and just do the same process like that. So a little something on the closure that I wanted to show you. See what I'm doing? You do not want to have just a straight line. So just blending it out a little bit like that will make it go and blend out instead of just having like a straight line across the closure, because you don't want that to be seen. So just swatch it like that a little bit and make it blend out better. So now I am finished highlighting all over the wig. So what I'm going to do now is just open up the aluminum foil at the bottom and see how it's highlighting and how it's taking. And if it is at the desired color that I want, I'm going to go ahead and spray with my water bottle. If not, I'm going to keep it on there. The bottom will most likely be done, but the top will not be. So I'm going to keep the top on there just a tad bit longer, but I do not want the top to be as light as the bottom.
Flawless babies, I am back. As you guys can see, I am completed with the wig and also the coloring. This is the completed look. You guys, this is so amazing. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. This hair took color super amazing. Barely, I didn't even lose like the curl pattern or anything. You guys, this is so bomb. At the top, I did do it darker than I did in the bottom. So as I did the momentum of doing every other track, just because I didn't want the highlights to overpower the black, so I did every other track with the highlights. And I'm super obsessed because, you know, I said in the beginning, I do not want a lot of highlights. So that's what it looks like. Super bomb. You know, like, it's super amazing. I'm super obsessed with it. I did leave some leave-in conditioner in it, just threw it overnight just so that I can have that in there and that moisture in there from coloring it. And it came out pretty good. Curls are still bomb. I have no product in this. It's just its natural state. So you guys, this is super bomb. I do suggest you guys take this into consideration. Get this hair. Link will be in the description box. And go ahead and use my technique and put a little shebang to it. You know, and just look popping like me, and that's on period. But that does conclude the end of this video. I just wanted to come on here and show you guys what the completed look like. It looks super good. I'm super obsessed with it. Definitely do this and purchase this hair because it took color great and it's super amazing. Great price, fast shipping. The seller was she communicated very well. Never know the word I'm looking for. But I just want to thank you guys for tuning into my channel. Don't forget this video a thumbs up, comment, and click that subscribe button, and also turn on those post notifications so you don't miss the time I post a video. You can be part of the Flawless team, and that's on period. And